Imagine this. You wake up to a sunny morning, the kettle hums, and as the tea steeps you catch your reflection in the window. 60, 70, 80, and counting. What flashes across your mind? Is it shuffling steps and careful, worried glances at every curb? Or is it the warm, effortless image of you standing tall, carrying a shopping bag in one hand and a grandchild in the other, laughing as you climb a few stairs without even thinking about it? Here's the truth that doesn't get said enough. The future version of you isn't chosen by luck alone. It's shaped by the tiny choices you make with your body today, tomorrow, and the day after that. For years, the standard advice was simple: just walk. Walking is wonderful. Fresh air, lighter mood, a happier heart. Keep it, cherish it. But if staying strong, steady, and truly independent after 60 is the goal, walking alone is not enough. You need strength. You need balance. You need moves that talk to your bones, your muscles, your nerves, and your brain all at once. That's what these 5 surgeon-approved exercises do better than walking. They build the exact abilities that protect you from falls, help you rise from chairs, carry groceries, garden without aching, and move with the calm confidence that makes life feel large again. We're going to walk through each exercise slowly. I'll give you the step-by-step, the why it works, the variations for bad knees or sore wrists, the safety cues, and little stories that will make you smile because you'll hear yourself in them. We'll stack these into a simple 15-minute routine, add a warm-up and cool down, sprinkle in progressions for when you get stronger, and you will, and answer the questions that pop up in every real living room. What if my shoulder hurts? What if I get dizzy? What if I can't get on the floor? We'll cover it all. By the end, you won't just know the 5 exercises. You'll feel how they fit into your week, your home, your life. But first, a loving reminder. This is general guidance, not medical care. If you have a condition like uncontrolled blood pressure, unstable heart disease, recent surgery, or you're worried about pain, talk to your clinician or physiotherapist. Then come back, ready to move with wisdom. Let's begin. The first exercise is the wall push-up with a pause. Stand an arm's length from a wall, feet about hip-width apart. Spread your fingers wide, palms flat at chest height. Now slowly bend your elbows and glide your body toward the wall, keeping your spine long as if a string were gently lifting the crown of your head. When your nose gets close to the wall, stop. Breathe in. Hold for 2, maybe 3 seconds. Then breathe out as you press the wall away and return to standing. That little pause is your secret ingredient. It tells your chest, shoulders, and arms to wake up, and it invites your core to join the party. The strength without strain, control without chaos. Common mistakes: dropping the head, arching the lower back, or letting the elbows flare out so wide that the shoulders complain. Quick fix. Draw your shoulder blades down like you're putting them into back pockets. Keep your ribs knitted gently down, and imagine your body is one straight board sliding toward the wall and back. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions, rest a moment, then do it again. As weeks pass, step your feet a little farther away to increase the load, or lengthen the pause to 4 and then 5 seconds. If wrists feel tender, press your palms into a folded towel on the wall, or make little fists and press your knuckles lightly, if comfortable. If your shoulders are stiffer, place your hands slightly wider and a touch lower. Why does this beat walking? Because walking doesn't train the upper body to hold you upright against gravity. Wall push-ups remind your body that the chest opens, the shoulders set back, and the head floats tall. That's posture you can feel, and posture that keeps you from catching a toe on the pavement because you were looking down instead of ahead. One gentleman in his late 60s told me he did these every morning while the kettle boiled. 2 seconds became 5. 5 became 10. A month later his wife said, "You look taller." He laughed. It wasn't magic. It was muscle. The second exercise is the seated leg lift with a hold. Sit on a sturdy chair with your back tall, hands resting on the sides of the seat. Place both feet flat on the floor, knees at about a right angle. Imagine a string on your kneecap. Slowly lift one foot, straightening that knee until your lower leg is parallel to the floor. Flex your ankle so your toes point toward the ceiling. Pause at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. Lower slowly. Switch legs. Start with 8 to 10 lifts per side, then repeat. You will feel this in your quadriceps, the big, useful muscles at the front of your thighs. These are the get up and go muscles. Chairs, stairs, curbs, getting out of the car, stepping back from a cupboard, you name it. When they're strong, life feels easier. When they fade, we compensate with the back, the hips, or the arms, and movements like standing up become a wrestling match. Walking doesn't load your quads enough to rebuild them. Seated lifts do. To progress, loop a light resistance band around both ankles or add light ankle weights. Start tiny, 0.5 to 1 kilogram. If you've got cranky knees, keep the motion pain-free, shorten the range, and spend an extra heartbeat at the top focusing on the thigh tightening like a firm handshake. One viewer wrote to say, I started with 10 per leg and felt silly. Last week I stood up from my recliner without pushing off the armrests for the first time in years. My husband clapped like I'd run a marathon. That's not vanity. That's victory. The third exercise is the bird dog hold. If getting on the floor is comfortable, come to hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, a folded towel under the knees if they're sensitive. Imagine you're balancing a mug of tea across your lower back. Now reach your right arm forward like you're shaking hands with someone across the room, and slide your left leg back behind you, toes lightly down or lifted a few centimeters. Hold for 5 slow seconds. Feel the deep muscles around your spine switch on, your belly gather in, your glute and shoulder working as polite teammates. Lower, then switch sides. Start with 5 to 6 holds per side. If the floor isn't friendly, no problem. Stand and face the back of a chair, hands gently on it, and reach your right arm forward while stepping your left leg back. Same crossbody pattern, same benefits, 0 floor time. The magic of the bird dog is the coordination it builds. Opposite arm and leg, a diagonal sling of strength that stabilizes your spine and trains your balance without wobble. That crossbody work even lights up your brain, forging new connections that help you react quickly when life throws a surprise. Like a dog lead that tangles around your ankles or a grandchild that suddenly changes direction with rocket speed. One grandfather told me after a few months of bird dogs, he could kneel in the garden again and stand up without bargaining with his knees. He said, I got my roses back. That line lives in my head whenever I need a reason to move. The fourth exercise is the supported step-back lunge. Forget the deep, athletic version you might see at the gym. We're rehearsing real life with safety built in. Stand facing the back of a sturdy chair or at a kitchen counter, feet hip-width apart. Lightly hold with one or both hands. Step your right foot back a comfortable distance, just a small stride. Gently bend both knees a little, keeping your front knee stacked above your ankle and your back heel slightly lifted. Pause for a beat, then press through your front foot to return to standing. Switch legs. Start tiny. Think of it as a polite mini curtsy to your own balance system. Do 8 to 10 step backs per side. What are we training? Weight shift, hip strength, ankle stability, the quiet art of moving backward without panic. That's everyday life. Stepping back from the hob, backing away from a cupboard, adjusting your stance on a bus. Those are fall moments for many people, and this move rehearses a steady, safe alternative. If balance feels wobbly, widen your stance and keep both hands on the counter for as long as you like. If your knees grumble, don't bend them much at all. Just practice the step back and the return. If you're feeling strong, add a gentle hover at the bottom. One slow count before you come up. One man told me, I started with half steps because I was terrified of falling. A month later, I got off the bus without grabbing the rail. That's not about exercise. That's about independence. And the fifth exercise, the seated overhead press. Sit tall in that sturdy chair again. Hold 2 light weights, dumbbells, water bottles, or soup cans. At shoulder height, palms facing forward or toward each other, whatever feels most natural. Breathe out as you slowly press the weights toward the ceiling, stopping just shy of locking your elbows. Breathe in as you lower them with control. Start with 8 to 10 presses, rest, then another round. This trains the very muscles walking forgets: shoulders, upper back, arms. These are the live fully muscles. Lifting groceries, reaching overhead, carrying laundry, putting a suitcase into the overhead bin on a short trip to see old friends. As these muscles strengthen, Posture improves and breathing feels easier because your chest opens and your upper back supports you like a friendly hand. If your shoulders are stiff, press slightly forward and up in a gentle arc rather than straight up. If your neck tenses, imagine your ears floating away from your shoulders and keep your jaw soft. One woman began with soup cans, embarrassed by the numbers on her weights. 6 months later, she was pressing dumbbells with a smile. I carried all my groceries in one trip, she said. My neighbors were jealous. That's not just muscle. That's joy. So, why do these 5 beat walking for strength after 60? Because walking is mostly cardio. It's brilliant for your heart and your head, but it doesn't load bone quite enough, it doesn't build the pushing and lifting strength you need above the waist, and it doesn't train the controlled weight shifts that stop stumbles from becoming falls. These 5 moves fill the gaps. They talk to bones through gentle resistance. They speak to balance through slow holds. They remind posture to rise and hips to help and the core to quietly hug your spine when you need it most. Let's put them together into a simple session you can do at home. No equipment required beyond a chair and a wall. Think of it as your 15 for forever routine. Warm up, 3 minutes march lightly in place. Roll your shoulders back and down. Circle your wrists and ankles, and sway side to side as if you're dancing to a song only you can hear. 2 long breaths in through the nose, out through pursed lips like you're softly blowing out a candle. Circuit, 12 minutes. Wall push-ups with hold, 8 slow reps. Rest 20 seconds. Seated leg lifts with hold, 8 to 10 per leg. Rest 20 seconds. Bird dog holds, 5 to 6 per side, 5-second holds. Rest 20 seconds. Supported step back lunges, 8 to 10 per side. Rest 20 seconds. Seated overhead press, 8 to 10 reps. Rest 20 seconds. Repeat the circuit once more or twice, if you feel good and the clock agrees. Cool down, 2 to 3 minutes, sit tall and take 3 calm belly breaths. Interlace your fingers and reach forward, rounding your upper back gently like a sleepy cat. Then open your chest by placing your hands behind you on the chair and squeezing your shoulder blades together lightly. Roll your ankles as if you're drawing circles with your toes. Then stand and shake your hands and feet gently like you're letting the day drip off you. That's it. 15 minutes that accomplish more strength, steadiness, and spine support than a casual hour of walking. Walk anyway because your mind loves it and your heart sings, but let this be the main course that rebuilds what time tries to borrow. How often should I do this? Aim for 3 non-consecutive days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for example. On the days in between, take a 20 to 30-minute walk at a chatty pace. Practice a few heel-to-toe balance lines down your hallway, or put on your favorite music and dance in the kitchen while the soup simmers. Movement is a buffet, not a single dish. What if something hurts? There's a difference between effort and pain. Effort feels like warmth, a gentle burn, a breath that asks for a bit more. Pain is sharp, sudden, or lingering. If pain appears, stop, adjust the range, slow down, or swap to the gentler version. Use chairs, counters, towels, and common sense. If a joint protests loudly or stays annoyed the next day, circle back with your clinician. What if I can't get on the floor? Do the standing bird dog. The rest are already chair and wall friendly. If getting down to and up from the floor is a long-term goal, add sit-to-stand practice from your chair a couple of times a day. Feet under knees, lean your chest forward slightly, press through your feet, stand tall. That one skill, standing from a chair without using your hands, predicts independence better than a dozen fancy tests. How do I make progress? Your body loves variety and gentle challenges. Every 2 weeks, nudge one variable. Add 1 repetition, lengthen a hold by a second, step your feet 5 centimeters farther from the wall, add a half-full water bottle for the press, or pause a heartbeat longer at the bottom of the step back. Keep a tiny note on the fridge. Push-ups, 8, hold 3 seconds. Leg lifts, 10, band. Bird dog, 6 each. Step back, 10 each. Press, bottles. Watching the numbers grow is as satisfying as watching a plant unfurl a new leaf. Let's talk bones. As we age, bone density can drift downward, especially for women post-menopause and men with lower activity. Bones respond to gentle, regular loading, Push, pull, carry, hold. The pauses in the wall push-up, the holds in the bird dog, the press overhead, those are little hello taps to your bones. They say, still needed. Please stay strong. You don't need heavy barbells to send that message. You need consistency. Let's talk falls. Most falls aren't dramatic. They're tiny miscommunications between feet, eyes, and brain. You turn quickly, the foot doesn't quite follow, the ankle wobbles, and down you go. These exercises tune communication. Bird dogs teach your trunk to stabilize while limbs move. Step backs teach your hips and ankles to share the load. The overhead press and wall push-up lift the chest so you're looking out at the world instead of down at your shoes. Fewer stumbles happen when your posture belongs to you again. Let's talk breath. Slow exhale on effort, steady inhale on the easy part. It keeps blood pressure calmer, focus sharper, and movement smoother. Breathe like you're blowing fog off a mirror. Soft, patient, relaxed. And because home is where you'll do this, some practical safety tweaks. Clear a movement lane in the room you use most. No scatter rugs, no sneaky cords, no low tables that love to find shins. Good light in the evenings. Shoes with a clear tread or bare feet on non-slip floors. A chair that doesn't roll. A countertop that doesn't wobble. The environment should cheer for you, not test you. Now, motivation, the quiet kind that lasts. Many people stop because progress is invisible at first. So make it visible. Choose one anchor task you do weekly and write down how it feels. Standing from your favorite chair, climbing the 2 steps to the garden, carrying a bag of apples from the market. Note today's experience. Needed hands to stand, took a break on step 2, swapped hands twice. Do your routine for 2 weeks, then test the same task again. You will notice something. A smoother stand, a steadier step, a bag that feels lighter. That's your brain lighting up with proof. Your future self just sent you a postcard saying, keep going. I can feel it from here. Let's weave in a few more stories, because success leaves footprints we can follow. In Madrid, Elena started with just the wall push-ups and the seated leg lifts while her soup simmered each evening. 2 months later she messaged, I didn't think it was doing anything, until I carried water up 3 floors when the lift was out and didn't have to stop. In Dublin, Patrick avoided the word lunge at all costs. He renamed them step-backs. He did 5 per side holding his kitchen counter every other day. 6 weeks in, he wrote, the bus braked and I stayed standing. Tell people I grinned like a teenager. In Vienna, Margot used soup cans for the overhead press because she felt shy about dumbbells. Her daughter brought home 2 light weights anyway. Now Margot says, I like the sound they make when I put them down, like I'm leaving small thunder on the table. If you're caring for someone, or you and your partner want to do this together, make it social. You do wall push-ups while your partner counts. They do leg lifts while you cue the hold. Put music on. Choose a song for each move. A routine that smiles at you is a routine you'll keep. Let's add 2 optional bonus drills you can sprinkle in like seasoning. Heel-to-toe line. Stand near a counter. Place 1 foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, like you're on a balance beam. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then switch feet. Soft gaze at the horizon, shoulders relaxed. When ready, try taking 5 small steps heel-to-toe forward, then 5 back. This trains ankle strategy, the subtle, life-saving adjustments your ankles make when a pavement surprises you. Sit-to-stand practice. From your chair, place feet under knees, lean your chest forward slightly, and stand without using your hands if you can. Sit slowly with control. Do 5 to 8 reps. If this is hard, use hands lightly and gradually use them less. This single movement often changes how old or young your day feels. Now a gentle word on soreness. When you start using muscles that have been on holiday, they write you a cheeky postcard the next day. Mild stiffness? Normal. Sharp pain? Edit the move. More rest between sets? Fine. Gentle walk, warm shower, a little extra water, your best friends on week 1. Within 2 to 3 sessions your body will understand the assignment and the cheeky postcards will become quiet nods. If you live with arthritis, think motion is lotion. Small, smooth ranges, more frequent short sessions, warm up longer, and end with a gentle joint-friendly move you enjoy. If you live with osteoporosis, avoid rounding your back deeply under load. Keep the spine long, hinge from the hips, and prioritize posture, holds, and alignment. If you've had a joint replacement, follow your surgeon or physio's guidelines and use these movements as a framework to discuss what's appropriate for your unique recovery. What about days when motivation is nowhere to be found? Make the bar laughably low. I'll do one round of the circuit. Often one round becomes two. If not, one is still infinitely more than none. Create habit hooks. Tie your routine to something you already do. After the morning news, before your afternoon tea, while dinner is in the oven, or right after your evening walk. Consistency is easier when you piggyback on a rhythm that already exists. And because we're human, let's talk about joy. Choose something delightful to pair with your sessions. Your favorite music? A sunny spot by the window. The good cup you save for guests. Wear a color that makes you feel alive. Text a friend when you're done. I did my 5. They'll cheer. Cheer back when they reply with theirs. Health loves company. Let's finish with a week at a glance you can start immediately. Monday, 15 for forever circuit plus 10 minutes easy walk. Tuesday, 20 to 30 minute walk plus heel to toe line. 2 rounds of 20 seconds each side. Wednesday, circuit again plus sit to stand 6 to 8 reps. Thursday, optional light walk or rest plus gentle stretching. Calves, chest, upper back. Friday, circuit again plus put a light object on a shelf and take it down 8 times each arm. Practice reaching safely. Saturday, leisure day, garden, market, museum. Sprinkle in a few step backs when you remember. Sunday, stroll with someone you love. Tell them what got easier this week. If you like checklists, make one. If you like calendars, draw stars. If you like stories, keep a 2-line journal. Today, 8 wall push-ups, 10 leg lifts each, 6 bird dogs each, 10 step backs each, 10 presses. Felt steady. Next week you'll smile at how small that already feels. That smile is progress too. Here's the heart of it, the part 1 want you to carry into your day. Every wall push-up is you saying, I won't fold forward, I'll stand open. Every leg lift is you reclaiming stairs. Every bird dog is you protecting the precious column of strength that carries you through the years. Every step back is you rehearsing safety before life asks for it. Every press overhead is you keeping the shelf of your world within reach. These aren't gym tricks. They're promises to yourself, to the people who love you, to the life you still want to live loudly. You are not fragile. You are adaptable. Muscles respond in their 60s. Bones listen in their 70s. Brains rewire in their 80s. The body is a conversation. Whisper to it often, and it will answer with strength. If you are returning to movement after a pause, welcome back. If you never left, keep going. If you're starting for the first time, I'm proud of you already. Walking is good. Keep your walks. Smile at the trees. Wave at the neighbor with the friendly dog. But don't stop at walking. Add these 15 minutes. 3 times a week. That's not a program. That's a love letter to your future. This is Healthy Buddy, reminding you that health isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Strength for the stairs, steadiness for the bus, energy for the garden, arms for the groceries, and joy for the moments that matter. If this encouraged you, share it with a friend who needs a gentle nudge. If you want more warm, science-backed tips you can actually use at home, you're welcome to stay with us. We'll keep moving together, slowly, wisely, joyfully. 1 wall push-up, 1 leg lift, 1 bird dog, 1 step back, 1 press at a time. Your journey doesn't end at 60. It begins again today.
Hold up if you care about your health. Don't skip this. Healthy Buddy's top picks are Here Clean. Trusted products that help you feel better every day. More energy, better sleep, stronger you. Check them out now, your body will thank you.